Hey everybody, video here for you today, and this is one I hinted at in my video yesterday about the pyramid being covered up, and I want to thank the people for all the messages that it really inspires me and helps keep me going here. But I just want to talk about this while I have a few minutes here. But this, of course, is the Giza Plateau, and this is Giza that we are all familiar with, the pyramids and the Sphinx and the ancient tombs. Now, I mentioned Ancient Architects did a video on this, and Charles Koss also did a video on this, where old drawings seem to hint at a fourth pyramid. And this is a subject I really honestly didn't know what to think. Here is another pic, and here is that one. But I have thought about this, and what were they trying to depict? It seems if you were here maybe, 300 years ago, you would try to accurately depict what you saw, because not a lot was known on the pyramids. Certainly there wasn't books with photos and stuff like that. So what were these people trying to depict here? Obviously, the three main pyramids of Giza, and this is not a real accurate representation, but obviously he was drawing the Giza Plateau. But what about this fourth pyramid over here? What was his perspective? What were his thoughts when he did this? Or this one? Now, we have just a few hints from people that were here 100, 150, 200 years ago that there were some ruins west of the three Giza structures. And in this photo and in the other one, to me it seemed like this wasn't part of the three Giza pyramids, that this was off at a distance, and it was a good size pyramid, but in the distance, not connected to the three of Giza. That's just the way it looked in my mind's eye. So I thought I would do a little snooping around on Google Earth, try to get the same perspective, the distance, and see if there's any hint of anything in that area. And I'll show you what I found. So simply what I did is I went over to Google Earth, got down here, and tried to get this perspective of the three Giza pyramids, and I know this is distorted on Google Earth. But if there was a pyramid and it was in the distance, and it was relatively in the line of these three pyramids, but off in the distance, I figured that this area right around here is where it would be, just based on the line of sight. So 3 Giza pyramids, one in the distance, kind of in line. Here's what I found. Now, here we are on the other side of the pyramids, and if somebody's looking down here and there's one in the distance, it would be right in this area here, and it would be out here because it would be in front of this line of pyramids. Is there anything down in this area that looks like a pyramid? Well, right in this area here, we have this. And when I first looked at this, I said, holy crap. That looks exactly like other pyramids that are lost to time and have been dismantled, and all we have is the base and the framework. That looks like a huge pyramid. This is 600 feet long. It has the smooth sand covering this area because there's ancient floors in a lot of these places, and this looks like a lot of ancient ruins, lost pyramids under the sand. Here's the causeway, obviously large stones and stuff. But that certainly looks like a pyramid. It is in the right area. It is in the correct line of sight. It is located right here. It would have been in the proper line of sight as a distant pyramid in those pics. Here it is right here. Ancient causeway, perfectly aligned to north. That looks like a lost pyramid to me. It's in the correct line of sight. I never imagined there was a pyramid here, but that certainly looks like one. I still have a few questions. But was this the pyramid that was depicted in old drawings coming from hundreds of years ago? I still have a lot of questions, but when I look at this and I say, well, that seems to be a pyramid in the distance, and I go out in that area and there is a structure here perfectly aligned to north that has a causeway that seems to be lost to time, I can't help but think that's a great possibility. I still have a lot of questions, as I said, but that is a structure located in the correct line of sight that fits every possible description from those old photos. Just bringing you possibilities here, folks. I don't claim to be right. Just trying to provoke a little thought. Hope you thought that was cool, and you all have a very nice day.